Think about the most beautiful woman you've ever met. Not the most attractive, not the most fashionable, not the woman with the perfect face, the most beautiful. Chances are what made her unforgettable had very little to do with her appearance. Maybe it was the way she carried herself, the way she listened, the way she made people feel seen, the calmness in her presence, the confidence that didn't need to announce itself. Because there's a point in your life where you realize that beauty is strange. Physical beauty may attract attention, but inner beauty holds attention. Physical beauty can make people look at you, but character, warmth, and presence make people remember you. The truth is, the women who leave the deepest impression on others often aren't the most conventionally beautiful. They are the women who possess certain habits, certain ways of thinking, ways of speaking, ways of treating themselves and other people. Because beauty is not just something you wear. Beauty is something you practice, something you become. And maybe the most attractive women in the world understand that the most beautiful thing a woman can wear is the energy she brings into a room. Now we are going to talk about 7 habits that make a woman truly beautiful. Not for a moment, not for a photograph, but in a way that leaves lasting impression. If you've resonated with this video so far, I would like you to like and share it with someone who needs to listen to this with you. The world has convinced many women that beauty is something external. A face, a body, a hairstyle, a certain age, a certain weight. And while appearance can be beautiful and should be paid attention to, there is another kind of beauty. The kind that deepens with time. The kind that people remember. The kind that has very little to do with genetics. Because some women walk into a room and immediately light it up. Not because they are perfect, but because they have cultivated something beautiful within themselves. Number 1, they speak kindly to themselves. You can tell a lot about a woman by the way she speaks to herself. Some women are incredibly cruel to themselves. They criticize their bodies, their faces, their mistakes, their past. Nothing they do ever feels enough for them. And eventually that harshness begins to show, because the way you speak to yourself becomes the atmosphere you live in. But beautiful women understand something. Self-love isn't arrogance. Self-love is care. It's grace. It's looking at yourself with compassion. It's forgiving your mistakes. It's understanding that you are human. A woman who is gentle with herself often becomes gentle with the world. And there is something deeply beautiful about a person who has learned to become their own safe place, because confidence doesn't grow in criticism, it grows in acceptance. Number 2, they make people feel important. Some women walk into a room and immediately make it about themselves. Others walk in and somehow make everyone else feel seen. Those people are unforgettable. Truly beautiful women know how to listen. They pay attention. They remember things. They ask questions. They make people feel like they matter. And in a world where everyone wants to be heard, a person who genuinely listens becomes magnetic. Beauty isn't always about being admired. Sometimes it's about making other people feel valued. Think about the people you love being around. Chances are they make you feel good about yourself. They make you feel accepted, understood, important. That is a rare gift, and rare things are beautiful. As people get older, their definition of beauty changes. The things that once seemed important become less important, and other qualities begin to shine. Kindness, peace, confidence, depth, character. Because beauty that depends entirely on appearance fades, but beauty that comes from within often grows stronger with time. However, it is advisable to cultivate the both. Number 3, they carry themselves with quiet confidence. There is something incredibly beautiful about a woman who knows who she is, not because she thinks she is better than anyone else, but because she is comfortable within herself. She does not need to be the loudest. She doesn't need to prove herself to anyone. She doesn't need constant validation. She simply likes who she is. And that kind of confidence changes everything. It changes the way she walks, the way she speaks, the way she enters a room, the way she handles disappointment. Because confidence is not perfection, it is self-acceptance. It is saying, I have flaws, I have insecurities, I have things I'm still working on, and I still believe that I am worthy. That energy is beautiful because it gives other people permission to accept themselves too. Number 4, they protect their peace. Some women are beautiful because they carry an atmosphere of calm. They are not constantly surrounded by drama. They don't enjoy chaos. They don't create problems where there are none. They understand that peace is precious, so they protect it. They set boundaries. They say no. They walk away from things that drain them. They stop chasing what keeps hurting them. Because eventually every woman learns that inner peace shows on the outside. A rested spirit looks different. I'll say that again. A rested spirit looks different. A calm heart looks different. There is a softness, a lightness, a groundedness, and that kind of beauty cannot be bought. You can see it in someone's eyes. You can feel it in their presence. Number 5, they have a life that excites them. There is something deeply, inevitably attractive about a woman who has her own life, her own dreams, her own passions, her own interests. A woman who is curious, who is learning, growing, building, creating, because purpose gives people a certain glow. Think about it. Some of the most beautiful people you've met weren't necessarily the most physically attractive. They were alive, passionate, excited about something. They had energy, direction, a spark, and that spark is magnetic. A woman who loves her life brings a different energy into every room because she is not waiting for someone else to complete her. She is already living, already becoming, already growing, and there is something incredibly beautiful about a woman who is fully engaged with her own life. There are women who are admired and there are women who are remembered. The difference is rarely appearance. It is energy, character, the feeling people experience when they are around them. Because true beauty is not something people simply see. It's something they feel. Number 6, they are kind without losing themselves. Kindness is beautiful. Compassion is beautiful. Warmth is beautiful. But smart women understand something. Being kind doesn't mean being a doormat. It doesn't mean tolerating disrespect. It doesn't mean constantly sacrificing yourself for everyone else. The most beautiful women have soft hearts and strong boundaries. They care deeply, but they also protect themselves as deeply. They give, but they do not empty themselves. They help, but they do not abandon their own needs. There is something deeply attractive about a woman who is both gentle and strong. A woman who can be kind without becoming a people pleaser. A woman who can love without losing herself. Because real beauty is not weakness, it is warmth guided by wisdom. Number 7, they make people feel safe. This might be the most beautiful habit of all. Some people have a presence that calms you. You feel accepted, understood, at ease. You don't feel the need to perform or impress or pretend. You simply feel safe, and that kind of presence is unforgettable. Beautiful women do not constantly judge. They do not make everything a competition. They do not need to diminish others to feel important. Instead, they encourage, they uplift, they listen, they create spaces where people can breathe. And in a world where so many people feel unseen, a woman who makes others feel safe and valued becomes incredibly beautiful, because beauty is not just how you look, it's how people feel after they've been in your presence. Maybe true beauty is not having the perfect face or the perfect body or the perfect life. Maybe it is something deeper or simpler. The confidence to be yourself, the peace you carry within, the kindness you give to others, the passion with which you live, the safety people feel around you, the love you have for yourself. Because eventually, physical beauty changes, but character remains, and most especially, presence remains. The way you made people feel remains. And maybe that is what true beauty is. Not becoming someone impressive, but becoming someone unforgettable. If this video has resonated with you this far, I would like you to please like it, share it with somebody that you needed to resonate with too, and drop a comment so that the human mirror can reach a lot more people who can resonate with it. This has been the human mirror. Look closely, you are never invisible. I'll see you in the next reflection.